Hi, Mike DePung here. And I want you to know, first of all, that I've lost about a half an hour of video that I made that is about the things I'm going to share here. And I think that happened for a reason. I don't want to explain a whole bunch of things. I want to just make some flat out statements. First of all, if you have followed any of my writings or any of my writings or videos, you know that I am a shaman. Um, it's not a big deal. It's just a way that I relate to life. And you will also know that as a shaman, I believe that we come equipped with two operating systems. This is my interpretation of it, at least, that we have ego and heart, and we're meant to know life through heart. Ego serves its purpose. There's always a mixture of the two. For human beings who are expressions of spirit incarnate, it is an awesome thing because it allows us to think and know and feel and do so much. Um, and one of the things that I can do as a shaman is I can sense into and journey into other worlds. And sometimes in those worlds, get to hear, I'm privileged to hear communications from those in those realms. And one of the other worlds is the lower world. It's not hell. There's not the heaven and hell business. But this is the lower world where souls who cross the veil, who pass over to the other side of the veil, who transition from this middle world, where they go, and there's wisdom and abundance there. And with all that's going on in the world, and I don't need to say any more than that, maybe that's part of why I lost the other thing. I'm not going to say any more than this, except that I've heard the children that are there, at least some of them. And I have two poems. I thought it was going to be, I didn't know what it would end up being. I have two poems that I feel so strongly about. They're not even titled. They're communications that I think are meant to be heard, maybe by only me and whatever one or two people actually come across this. So I'm not going to say anything more than this. And here are the poems. The first one, the first one is begins like this. A weak, small voice reached the man's ear. Excuse me, sir. Have you seen my arm? It was here a moment ago when I was sitting in my chair in my bedroom, just over. Confusion crossed her blood-smeared brow. Through heavy, choking sobs, the captain asked, "Over where, dear girl? Tell me, please." Where that big hole is, where my mom and dad and brother are." With white rivulets running down the dirt-caked face, the captain blubbered the words. "But nothing is there, and I don't see your arm." Suddenly, the little girl smiled. "Thank you, sir. My family is here. I won't be needing that arm." Tear-blurred eyes watched her soul ascend from the tiny torn body, now vacant, but not as vacant as the captain's eyes as he lifted the little girl, kicking his rifle aside. A sergeant ran towards the captain's back, not seeing the tiny body. "We got them, sir. What are your orders now?" The man turned and held out the body. "This is what you will do. Lay down all weapons, wave the flag of surrender, then go to each little child, ask them for their orders. Do exactly what they ask or say, and this fucking war is done. We end it here, for us at least. These generals, leaders, and political pricks know nothing of the value of life, nor did I." The sergeant stood still a moment, preparing some retort. The colonel sobbed, "Silence! Do as I say, for here is wisdom." He offered the little body towards the man before he lay her down in her bloodied little jacket, missing one arm, yet a whispered smile on her lips. "You have my orders." Her family came to receive her, you know. That's the end of the first poem. Here's the second poem that might be more of the children speaking in general. And this is what they said and would say to me and to you. All you leaders of the world speak gibberish to the children when you justify wars and collateral damage, when you rationalize economics over hearing the children of the world and the ones who live next door, the red and black, brown, yellow, and white, who tell you of their hunger, their fears, their pain in the night. When you sleep soundly, smug asses warm and fed, and allow your ego to pat you on the head to tell you how clever, skilled you are at destroying enemies, manipulating them for your own gain. The children know love is supreme, love that offers comfort, encouragement, and care for all those wounds your wars have laid bare, for all those deals you made destroying houses, fauna, flora, and life, simply to know power, wealth, and control, none of which helps love flow the way we all wished to know. At least we did when we were children of the world. Yet you question the spirit of your inner child, who would, if you turned and remembered self, welcome you with smiles and a hug and forgive all the destruction and blood. The children trust and follow heart, and the ego ugliness that you leaders live maps lines across the chart of time that lead to disappointment you are blind to see, that clearly show no depth of soul and understanding of how to understand anything of heart. We, the children, see from the other side, where we enjoy comfort, peace, and love, which you so called leaders denied. If you really wish to change the world, to make it safe or fun, endowed with wealth, then hear us, for our wisdom far outstrips yours. We know as goddesses and gods do why we come to this middle world of Mother Earth. We have been with those who helped give her birth, creators of worlds for us to know and enjoy, just as your little inner girl or boy. Do you cringe at such inferences made? That the little children are God in flesh, and that all the missiles, bombs, drones, and guns means nothing to true human souls who laugh when a butterfly lands on their nose. That's all for now. I've got a new project coming out before too much longer. Love and peace until then.